Hey there, folks. How we doing? Um, as I've said numerous times before, as you awaken and become yourself, excuse me, you learn to see better, see more, understand more. When you first see something, you might not understand it as well. The chances are you won't understand it as well as you will later, especially when it's something brand new to you. This is part of the growing concept of learning, of individual growth, becoming yourself, growing into who you can be. Someone had asked me a long time a bit about plant energy. Plant essence is actually what it is. Plant spirit. Blah. Having a rough day. I said it's got a dual core, spirit, a dual spirit core, but it really doesn't. It's got strong energy from the planet in there, but it's plant essence. The energy really stands out. It's strong, very strong. Trees, plants, they're very well connected to the earth. It's very strong, very powerful. Oh, crud. Hold on just a minute. Okay. It's 9:23 a.m. Monday, June 19th, 2017. Anyway, it's not a separate spirit inside there. It is and it isn't. This is really hard to describe. The actual plant material itself has planetary essence inside it. Okay, but it doesn't flow up and down through the core. So when I say it has a dual spirit core, that's incorrect. The plant essence has the plant spirit going through it, but the body of it has planetary essence in there. So, but it doesn't flow through the core. So, oh, wait a minute, I should have shown you this. We're having a rough morning. Oh, now it's 9:24 a.m. Monday, June 19th, 2017. So it's I just warned myself of something about leaving. Anyway, back to the video. So there is that second spirit in there, but it's not flowing through the core. Plant energy is different. The body has it in it. It attaches itself firmly to the plant body, but it's not flowing through right through the core of it. That's just the plant essence in there. So Brigitte asked me about that a long time ago. It's one of those things that's hard to see, and the whole time I've been doing this, I've been dealing with stuff on the other side, and there's been a lot of it. So anyway, what do? All of us, hopefully, the best we can. And if you learn how to do something better later, it doesn't mean you were wrong in the first place. It means you were working your ass off to get where you need to be to understand something, to grow. You tell me that if you make a mistake, if you make a mistake seeing something, then you're not a seer? Bullshit. You show me an artist that's never had an eraser or painted over a canvas, and I'll show you crap that's not real. mathematician that never broke a lead pencil or doesn't have an eraser back in the old days, now it's just clear. Delete. Never let that slow you down, or you'll never get anywhere. When you make the same mistake 3 times, then just stop, see what's going on, figure out why, and then keep going. Well, this is probably shortest video I've ever done. But if you get the book, if you get book 1, Creation is Beginning Your Origin, you'll see about plant essence, all the different types of essence, all the different types of spirit in there, how they grow. So it's a lot to learn, folks. I learned it hard and fast, but I had to learn the hard way too. But remember, as you learn the hard way, you learn the material, the subject matter with which you're going to help other people learn with in a much deeper fashion. It's more intense, but you get a deeper, fuller understanding of the information. You need that to help others accumulate the same understanding, collection of understandings, wisdom. It's a lot of people wanting to wake up, and there's more and more coming. So 100 years from now, a solid 40% of the planet will be awake and aware. That's pretty good, seeing how we're not even at 4% yet. And 100 years ain't that long. Folks, love you, man. Have a good one. Never be afraid of making a mistake. If you want to worry about something, worry about not making any, because that means you're not doing nothing. Do it for you. Love y'all, man. Have a good one. Well, folks, here's another good morning for the same video. Welcome to part 2 of shit I couldn't say properly yesterday because I'm being fucked with by all the stupid shit on the other side. It's also known as Another Day in Jay's Life. And y'all have no idea what the hell's going on over there. Some of you do. Less than 20 people actually know what's happening on the other side. But anyway, I was getting hammered by a strong part of my own energy, myself out of body, so hard yesterday. I could hardly stand almost all day. This morning at 7:10 a.m., Tuesday, June 20th, 2017, bada boom, bada bing. Anyway, I want to put a better thought process on what I was trying to tell you yesterday, because this is important. Excuse me, the spirit flow through plant, trees, through of plant essence through their bodies. As I said in the book and everything, they have a kundalini. Well, yes and no, but it's just further understanding of that. We think of our bodies as a kundalini, the 2 parts of the energy that flow up and down and everything. Well, kundalini, first off, says there's 2 different parts, 2 different spirits within a body. That's true. Okay? Rocks have the physical body, and they also have in them the spirit of the planet, like Gaia. Okay? Excuse me, they don't have a kundalini, but they have the energy of the planet going through it. Now, plants have plant essence flowing through the physical body, but there is a second spirit in there, and that's Gaia, and that's the energy that's actually in the plant, but it's a broken off part of Gaia that's inside the plant physical body. It holds on to that because it's more solid, but it doesn't flow up and down through the plant. It just stays rigid within the plant. And then you have the physical bodies, more limber and everything, and then it actually has to flow up and down all through, in and out of the body. while holding on to the body as much as it can. Again, like I've said many, many, many times for years, that's why when the physical body dies, when people die, part of them really wants to hold on to the body almost all the time, unless the body's really gone through hell. Excuse me. Ta-da! There it is in a nutshell. I've been fighting and killing stuff all morning long and stupid pieces of myself. It's like you have a huge, say you have a 50-gallon kettle of water and you're boiling the water. There's a lot of energy in there. Excuse me. And that's funny. They're having a lot of fun. They really are. No, they're not. They're not around anymore. It takes seconds to do this stuff. I've been doing this for 8 years. It's almost like breathing. I'm tired of it though, just like breathing. Anyway, excuse me. Yeah, these idiots, it's like a 50-gallon pot of water, you're boiling it, little pieces come out. Once spirit is released, it'll tend to immediately attain its own characteristics, become an individual, okay? Doesn't mean it can't go back into the collective group, but it attains a certain amount of individuality. Excuse me. That's why a lot of people don't understand when they've met parts of the one they call Archangel Michael. I just call him Mike. When they meet parts of him, that they're meeting different parts of him, but yet it all comes together to make one big, huge Archangel Michael. Well, this when something has not had a life, when something is spirit and it's never had a life, it doesn't understand compassion. It doesn't understand shit. A lot of cussing in these past few videos. Why? I'm really getting tired of putting up with crap on the other side. Almost all that's left anymore is my own energy issues. Excuse me. Love my grapefruit. Love my grapefruit juice. These little pieces of energy that just came off. They run around the other side. Excuse me. They're involved in my life. They're on the other side, running around, getting involved in my life, trying to make things happen the way they think needs to happen. They haven't been themselves. They haven't existed as an individual long enough to know how to wipe their butts, okay? And yet they're going to interfere in my life. And there's a lot of them, so they started messing with the computer downstairs, wouldn't stop 3 times. I reached out, grabbed every one of them I could find. I'm not talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, folks. I'm talking about a lot of them. Grab them, kill them. Just, you kill the character inside the energy, freeze the energy, and I store it. It'll get added back to, you know, I'll add it back to myself later. It's stupid. People say, wow, Jay, really, he's lost it. He's talking crazy crap. But why would he say that? No one's going to believe him. This isn't about me anyway. I don't care how other people look at me as a person other than just listening to what I have to say. If you get stronger and if you start to wake up and you say, this Jay, the stuff he talked about was crazy, as you wake up a little more and more and more, you're going to understand I'm less and less crazy. In your thought process, as far as, you know, what I know, you're going to figure it all out. Then you'll understand the, you know, the full value of what I give you. And of course, after what I did to myself, putting myself in a rehab center the way I did, which is honestly physically impossible to happen, nobody can take that much to stay alive. No way. They were freaking out over 300 milligrams. They didn't understand what the hell. Over 5,500? Holy shit. And then literally days later release saying, damn, way to go, kick ass, and no, we're not putting you on any kind of heavy drugs or anything. Here's some aspirin, go home. Keep going. We love what you do, and damn, you kind of scare us a little bit. It's not scaring, it's just that they know, medical doctors and psychiatrists, which is a different form of medical doctor, they understand things are going on. They know that they don't understand everything that's happening, and they understand. They want to know why. Well, the ones I met, I told them. And it made sense, and they were comfortable. It's like, there's nothing wrong with him. Get him out of here, and I need time alone to think about what he's been telling me. This guy doesn't need to be medicated. It needs to be released. Get him the hell out of here. Guy's helping people. When they saw me help all the people in the rehab center, they're just blowing their mind. Telling everyone, man, don't do drugs. Look at this. Look at your own personal value. You don't need to ruin your life doing drugs. Wake up. It's better than any drug. When you become awake and aware and you start seeing and understanding what's going on around you, folks, it's better than any drug you could possibly find. You got kids that got some problems, help them wake up. It's a very big, important reason why I was here one last time. So, anyway, basically I wanted to explain what was going on with the tree thing. Yesterday I was so dizzy I couldn't hardly even walk all day. Timothy, I was getting ready to finish your spheres, man. I went to get up and had a hard time, and Deanna got hit hard. The two of us could hardly even move all day. She got to the post office to get some stuff off, but then she got back, and I look at her, I can see it in her eyes. I get up, and so anyway, now I got to get back. And Jocelyn's, yours going to be flying out of here today too. It's wild. Besides the fact that it's just me and Deanna doing all this stuff, then this stuff that has to be gone through, and everything I'm dealing with on the other side. And two people doing a work of 5 to 7 minimum. My health sucks, but that's good. Just not good for getting something done anyway. So I didn't even touch the videos from yesterday. I didn't even put the SDXC card in the computer. They were screwed. These little asshole pieces of my own energy outside floating around. They've been screwing with my computer all morning, bringing around their own death, and they don't care. They just keep going. They're stupid. They're idiots. Every old spirit, when it's just becomes itself, is stupid. That's why creation isn't being collapsed. Everybody being taken out of body, brought home, and then say, okay, we're starting all over again. Why? Because there's new first beings coming out. They need to have a history to see, a program to look at, to put in their heads. And yes, they don't need to separate themselves into male and female. So things in creation are going to get really different. These bodies are going to be different. Things are going to flow completely different, and you all are going to be known as the old ones, because you will be. Me, I'm just a janitor, man. But I've been doing this a long time. Got big arms. Not this body. I'm talking about myself as spirit. These bodies are throwaway vehicles. Anyway, I have more respect for them than that, but I'm just trying to put it in context of the body compared to the body hanging around compared to your spirit, which is eternal, unless it really screws up and demands to be destroyed. Everything was done backwards. What needed to be destroyed, and finally was the original first being, not y'all. Anger coming from frustration, sadness, knowing you can fix something and you're stuck here for the moment, just for the moment. Feeling everything, suffering, living. I'm more aware of all that than I ever have been before. Excuse me. The other side, they're concerned just about getting me home proper. They don't care about things I've said that I have to do. They don't give a damn about that. They're worried about the big picture. The Earth is one little teeny planet around trillions. And that's just the third dimension. I care about my honor. Things I've said I'll do. I'll get all the spheres done. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it's just the way it's happening is wrong. Dan and I were talking about this morning. She got woken up and she can't go back to sleep either. Everything's wrong. Creation was made wrong. On purpose. It was made to serve the first being, make it happy. You didn't matter. You never did matter to it. It never had one life. Didn't understand love, compassion, honor, anything other than what it wanted. It had one directive, one drive, make itself happy and please itself. And you didn't mean shit because you came from it. Just like picking off a toenail or a little piece of callus, that's what you were to them. There's your God for you. People wonder why I have an issue with religions. It's not the people. It's the thought process. Governments, what a fucking lie. It started good. We the people. I remember that. I remember being there. I remember my physical ailments. I remember dying of the lung disease and my throat closing off. I remember Valley Forge. George Washington made this spectacular whatever to go across the Delaware. There's pictures of me look like this. What a bunch of shit. We were dying, starving. Soldiers were having their fucking feet cut off from the frostbite. Oh yeah. Screaming of blood everywhere. It's so cold the blood would start freezing. So people take that and they turn it into incredible history, historic moments of power and greatness. Bullshit. It was fear. It was doing whatever you had to in a moment when that's all you could do. It was the physical bodies being abused by the original first being, male and female. People have taken lives that I've had and tried to turn it into, you just want to be everybody. You have no, you people babbling around with all your stupid bullshit. You have no idea what it's about. But you will. Those of you that are worth it, you will. Those of you that don't care, you have something else coming. It's okay. I don't mean you're a death deletion. I mean you have a life of ignorance, and then you leave the body, you go home, and then you see for yourself. I just wanted you all to wake up while I was doing the most important stuff, fixing what's on the other side, mostly by killing it. So for the next 100 years, there's going to be a lot of people that listen to some of these videos. This guy is a nut, or this guy was a nut, actually, is what they'll be saying. And the whole time they're saying that, more and more people are understanding the value of what I've left you. That's what matters. And the fact that there'll be whatever negative stuff said about me, on and on and off, whatever, people start understanding more and more, and it's not about me anyway. So every time someone says, you know, this guy was a nut, whatever, good, I'm staying hidden. I'm supposed to be. I'm a janitor. I'm supposed to do my work when nobody was listening. But those of you that actually know me, the few of you that really know me and understand what I'm doing, what do you think? Excuse me. Gotta cut this stuff. Hair won't grow up here, but it will over here. All I've ever wanted to do is do my job and go home. Do it at night when no one's there. Not that I have to hide myself, just that I don't need to be noticed. How would any of you that actually know me or will know me in the future, how would you do what I've done, explain what I've explained, help people understand, become themselves? How could you do that without ever exposing yourself the whole time while you're fighting and killing shit on the other side? I came here to set something in motion, and I have. Two of the biggest lies in religions is Genesis. What a fracking ton of shit. And your free will. You've never had it. Original first angels going in your head, running you, going right in the hypothalamus, making you know that you had to take a hatchet and kill somebody. Then they pull their energy out, and you're yourself again, and you're like, oh. Some people are sick, they're going to do that because they're mean, nasty, and they're sick. But you've all been messed with. Now when something does that on the other side to mess with you, it gets killed. We're almost there. That's the way it's about to be set up. How do you get rid of cancer? You cut it out. Burn it. Yeah, I'm getting a little aggressive. I really don't give a shit anymore. I'm tired. I'm almost done. I've done my job. People need to become aware of themselves, and in doing so, become aware of everything else around them. The way they've been made to treat other things. Animals, plants, I mean, everything. How they treat each other. It was done to you, it's being undone. It's about to be undone. You've had a sore and you've had a stick poked in it. The stick's been taken away. Now the sore needs to heal. I've shared everything I can with you. A lot more than I ever intended to. Anyway, who cares? Folks, love you, man. Have a good one. But I wanted to clarify what's going on with the plant spirit. They have a Kundalini is a dual core spirit. So plants have one, but yet it's not normal. Okay? Stone has one spirit. It's singular. You could call it singular core, but it doesn't have the body flow. It flows throughout it. Plant is similar, but it does have the two spirits within it. It's just how it, the planetary essence that was put inside the plant is literally just adhering right to the plant itself, so it doesn't flow as spirit up and down the length of the plant the same way that the actual plant essence does. So anyway, the more we learn about stuff, the better we can explain it. That's why it's so important for all of you that want to do this to have this information. It's for yourself first, and then hopefully for you to teach others. Love y'all, man. Have a good one.